Hello. After I left the studio, I realized there was a couple things I forgot to include in a men in Pilates video. So I wanted to just re-record that. So for men in Pilates, I feel like the biggest thing, at least that I've heard from men, is that they don't want to go and make other women feel uncomfortable in the class. Every time someone will say, "Oh, well, are there actually men that go to class?" And a lot of times you say yes, and they just don't believe us. Even men that currently come, sometimes they come at different times during the day. We're like, no, there are men that come, just you're not happening to see them. So I just kind of wanted to take a moment, and if you are worried about making women uncomfortable in class, then let's just kind of talk about a few things to help make you feel more comfortable. So the first thing is ask yourself, are you going to a class to pick up a date? If the answer to that is yes, then keep scrolling. Just no. But if you are wanting to try Pilates because you know it's something that's great for your body, then let's talk about how to make you feel more comfortable coming to a class. So, the first thing is, what are you going to wear? So, one of the things that's important to know is a lot of times our legs are going to be up in the air. So, if you're wearing basketball shorts and your legs are up in the air, just figure out what's going to happen there. So a lot of times what we recommend is if people do want to wear like basketball shorts or shorts, to wear like something with compression underneath that. Or a lot of men like to wear joggers or sweatpants that are tapered at the ankles just to prevent any kind of show. so there, so that's the first thing. The second thing would be also with your outfit would be socks. So a lot of studios, especially larger studios, are going to have a wide variety of sock options that will be in men's sizes. I believe Bombas also has men's sizes for socks because we do want to have something that is more form fitting, and the socks that are in larger studios are actually shoe size. So because we want to have a nice grip to it. If the sock is too big, then your foot might slip when your foot will move and the sock won't move with it. So we want to have a good sock there. So you can either order something ahead of time or ask your studio if they have a lot of men's size options because some people like the ankle cut, some like it taller, which whatever you prefer, it doesn't matter. Just bring socks or buy them at the studio. So that's what you're gonna wear. So then when you come to class, what should you expect? So generally, a lot of the men that come to classes, they usually will take a reformer on the end. So again, I think this is trying to make women feel more comfortable, especially when they're stretching stuff. There are two things that I think are that make people feel the most uncomfortable. The first is stretching. So the side splits, because otherwise stretching, you're in your own world on your reformer, nobody cares. But side split. So let's say the instructor is going to say, okay, let's turn to face the front of the studio, and you're doing a side splits on your reformer. I don't care that there is a guy behind me because I'm just doing my own thing. But I'm thinking how much that guy just wants to be anywhere else than there because he's like, I know he's feeling where do I look? So he just keeps his head down. So to avoid that, and again, I feel awkward that he feels awkward. He feels awkward because he thinks I think it's awkward. So it's just nobody cares. But just to prevent that, if you are worried about being uncomfortable in a side splits, then just face the other direction. The instructors are going to know when we're doing side splits if you go on the other side of the reformer. So you're going to be head to head and butt to butt. So that if that will make you feel more comfortable, just do that. It's fine. They're not going to be like, no, go to the other side. It's fine. Just do that. The other thing is feet in straps, and that is entirely in your own head. Feet in straps is amazing. Everyone loves it. If they don't love it, you need to like go get some holy water or something just to keep in your back pocket because everyone should love feet in straps. So when guys first put their feet in the straps, they do feel weird a lot of the times. Some people don't. They're like, this is fine, this is whatever. But some people are like, this is weird. So that really is in your own head. You think maybe you look goofy, but I promise you, there's not going to be a gym bro in the parking lot with binoculars, like, oh, that's Joe. He look, look at him, feet and straps. Absolutely no one cares. And it's really, it's like one of those things. I might have mentioned it in another video that I was filming, but it's sort of like Nutella. People that haven't tried Nutella are like, well, what is that? That looks so weird. But then once you try it, you're like, this is amazing. Like this should have been in existence like forever. So, Pilates, Nutella, same thing. So it's really just in your own head. But those are, I think, the two things that um, men would have the most anxiety about. But otherwise, it's fine. It's fine. Your instructor will make accommodations. And even if anything, you're going to have a good workout. And then even if you think, oh, like all the women around me are going to be uncomfortable, I would put money that at least one of them is going to go home and tell their partner that there was a guy in class and that they need to come with her because, like, see, other guys come with me. So many girlfriends and wives tell me that they try to get their husbands to come. Sometimes we'll do, like, especially around like Valentine's Day and certain things, we'll have, bring your partner type of class and they'll get them to come begrudgingly. But it really is, everyone wants their guy to try Pilates and love it just as much as they do. Think of if you play golf, right? How many times have you asked your partner to go play golf with you? Or maybe you haven't, but it's just one of those things. So hopefully that makes you feel more comfortable trying a class. Again, you shouldn't have to feel like you need to make any of these modifications. Oh, and my last thing was, so again, this is something that you shouldn't feel like you have to do, but if it's going to be like the make or break if you come to class or not. So when you come to class, you tell your instructor that you're new. I have another video that's like, how do you prepare for your first Pilates class? But when the class is all getting ready to start the class, and instructor say, do you have any modifications? If you wanted to, you could just say, I'm new. My girlfriend really wants me to try this, so I'm just brand new. And then you're just sort of putting it out there that you're not there looking for a date. You're there to just work out. Again, nobody's really going to care, but if it's going to make you comfortable to say that, just be like, I'm just here for myself, like just to kind of say, even if you don't have a girlfriend, you could just say that just to make you to feel more comfortable. So, all right. So I'm gonna see you at a Pilates class, right? All right. Thanks so much. Hopefully this will encourage, if it's even at least one person, one guy to try a class, then it will be worth it. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.